Hey guys, this is John from John's Vintage Roll Bike Garage. We're going to do something different today. I made a video, and you're going to see parts of it at the end of this video here. And I just didn't think there was enough to it, so I kind of combined two videos. So what we're going to do is we're going to go out to the Bike Museum out in Elizabeth, Illinois. Then after that, you're going to see me make a trip out to Dixon to pick up another bike. So check it out. Stay with us. Some comfort TV. Just relax and enjoy the show. We got a couple bikes in the back here. Had to stack them up because you can't put these things on the bike rack. They don't fit. I have a roof rack. I don't have like a trunk mount kind of thing. I also have this Raleigh display, which is kind of cool, which kind of deserves to be in a museum. Now, I fully intended on bringing a Raleigh Superb 3-speed in mint condition for Paul, maybe for a trade along with this display, but it doesn't fit on the rack either. The fork on the Froome, I guess the axle's smaller in the front, so it doesn't fit on the roof rack. And I don't want to stack a third bike, especially with the Paramount back there, which we'll review once we get there. So come along for the ride, and we'll see you guys there. 26.2, is that their seat post size? Love a small town, I really do. We need to turn around and park on the other side of the street. Well, let's head in. How much for the Harley in the window? Checking out the bikes here. This is the bike that I've brought to him that he's purchasing off a friend for I think 1 or 2 years. They had a Varsity with 8 speeds. Had the old Tour de France derailleur on there, the Suicide shifter, 1-piece crank, 26-inch wheels, where normally they had 27s. And he's got to do some work on this. He's got to move things around. And Brooks saddle, kind of a unique bird. It's 4-speed in the back. 1 down tube shifter. Pretty cool. So this is the other bike that I brought Paul, and from Jeff's collection. This is I believe it's a 50s Paramount that was redone by Waterford. And here's the serial number here. Some of you Paramount nuts could tell me exactly what year this is from. And it's got the very large flange. I believe those are the Paramount hubs. The cotter cranks. The seat post is not correct. The rims are not correct. That's obvious. Beautiful bike. It was done by Waterford. They did a terrific job. I believe this was done many years ago. Beautiful pinstriping. Great bike. Now, as you can see, he's got a couple Hetchins here. These bikes are beautiful. Check out how ornate this thing is. Now, the company was started in the 1930s in London by a guy named Hyman Hetchin. How's that for a name? As you can see here, you got some Cinelli bivalent hubs. That's an interchangeable front and rear wheel, even though there's a cog. I need to do a video specifically just on those. And the rest of it has some Campagnolo on it. Not sure if it's correct for its time. Pretty cool though. Check out how ornate that seat lug is, and the lug that attaches the seat stays to the top tube here. It's just beautiful. It's just a work of art. The head lugs especially. Love the 3 colors. Just a beautiful bicycle. Now he has another one here that's not as ornate. It's still gorgeous though. Beautiful decaling. Check out the scrolling on the front fork. Just a beautiful bike. Of course, Campagnolo equipped. As you can see, this one has a little bit older generation derailleur on that, and a matching rear rack, simple brakes. Check out that seat cluster. Now, why in the world does it say Birmingham, Alabama on the top tube? That's a good question. And that's the favorite thing I love about these bikes. Very narrow forks, but check out those that fork crown. Just beautiful. The matching rear rack is kind of cool. Don't know if that's factory or not. Maybe you can tell me in the comment section below. And of course, it has a Brooks saddle. Now, here's another one here that's not as ornate. It's still gorgeous though. Beautiful decaling. Check out the scrolling on the front fork. Just a beautiful bike. Now this bike is pretty cool. It's a Rabbinic or Rabbinique. It's a German bike. Started in the 30s by a guy named August Rabbinique. I'm killing that name, I know I am. And this bike's pretty old. You can tell by the ornate lugs. Of course, it's got this, check out that old saddle on there. Don't even know that one. It's got Weinemann side pulls. Don't know if those are correct. That's what was on there. Check out that old tire saver. Someone can tell me where that's from. Now it's got a Simplex Tour de France rear derailleur, which may be installed incorrectly actually, with a 3-speed rear cog. And of course the Simplex front, what do you call it? The suicide shifter. I'm sure that wasn't the official name. And of course a really close ratio double cothered crank up in front. Yeah, I just thought this bike was really neat, unique. I think it's pretty cool. I just love the hand cut lugs, and check out that barn stem. That's pretty sharp. Someone could tell me what brand stem that is. I'd be curious. And a vintage bottle. Yeah, I just think it's pretty sharp. Here's a bike I like to highlight. It is a Trek 720. And what made this bike unique was it was probably the most comfortable bike on the planet. It was like a hammock. This particular 24-inch size had the longest chainstays available anywhere. And it was probably a 42.5 to 43-inch wheelbase, 72-degree angles. The thing just drove so comfortably. I call it a hammock. And it was definitely designed for touring. You had your low riders on the front. You had your Blackburn rack in the rear, which is standard. The Hooray dual par rear derailleur. He doesn't have the stock wheels, which were they're somewhere in the building here. The Millard 700 with the helicomatic hub was the stock wheel set. Totally cool. Has it set up with Barcons and with a Brooks saddle. Yep, I'm looking for one of these guys. If you have a minty one and a 24-inch, just like this, let me know. Now, Paul has a couple similar bikes here. He thinks there might be Waston-built Schwinn Paramounts. You guys let me know what you think. Somewhat distinctive lugs up in front. Maybe you can tell me if that's characteristic of one of the vintage Paramounts. You see your 4-crown there. I'm not sure if these are the correct wheels. Of course, it's a wooden wheel. The BSA cranks. Yeah, some old rat trap pedals. Pretty distinctive look here in terms of the pinstriping and those rear seat stays underneath the chain stays. That looks like it'll probably break actually, but obviously it hasn't. Let me know what you think in the comments section below if you think this is a Waston-built Paramount or not. He's got a bunch of old cool things here. He's got a Sutherland's manual. I used to figure out spoke lengths using that manual years ago. A lot of cool books and publications from the past. There's so much here, guys, I can't show it all, but it's really worth coming to check it out. I got some Lance videos. I'm sure the value on those have gone down maybe in the past few years. You see those all kinds of collectible tool cases and packets. I got that old Mayfac one. I think it's kind of neat. Don't know if I'd ever use it. I also love the vintage packaging that you see, like that old Sadist chain back there and the Bendix parts. He just has tons of that stuff. And once again, there's so much I just can't show you. I love that old camping water bottle. I guess those are collectible now. Those are kind of neat. Old bottle cages, saddles, you name it. Let me highlight one more bike here. We got a vintage Bianchi. I think it's sometime in the 60s. If you guys could let me know, I'd appreciate it. This thing is gorgeous. It's got the Nervar Sport cranks. Just a beautiful head badge. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is stock. I'm not really familiar with it. This is out of my wheelhouse. It's got that cool Campagnolo rear derailleur. I think, what is it, a Valentino or something like that? It's kind of a cheapo. Yeah, it's just really unique. Of course, it's in Celeste green, which is the law. You have to have it in that color. Love the vintage graphics on this thing. Just so cool. What do they call it? The keyhole lugs or something like that. And these brakes are beyond their years. Plenty of room for your 38-seat tires. Yep, just gorgeous. Guys, tell me everything you know about this thing in the comments section. I think it's pretty cool. So you guys saw this in my last video, the top floor. Most people don't realize that there's a full-blown retro apartment back here representing, I think, the 70s. It's not that he built it this way, it just has never been changed. You can tell by the colors. Pretty cool, huh? Got the steel-edged countertops. I don't know what you call that stuff. But the Formica, I don't know if it's Formica, whatever it is, it's pretty cool. And I think even a lot of the furniture is from way back when as well. Old record player. Really cool. So if you come to the museum, you can also see a apartment that is a museum. And it's in the same building, so it's kind of fun. So anyways, I just thought that was kind of fun. Yeah, but definitely the kitchen's retro. A lot of fun. And just got off the phone with a guy named Tom, and he's from Colorado. Met him on Classic Rendezvous, and he found a fork, or I should say, he found a bike that's in Dixon, Illinois. It's only an hour away from here. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go pick it up for him, take the fork off, and send it to him. He's been looking everywhere for this fork. So let's go out to Dixon. I'll show you the bike. It's a, what is it? It's a 78 Raleigh competition. Take a look at this thing. Yeah, hopefully it comes in clear. He just said he had a hard time finding a fork with that rake and with that the fork crown, that specific fork crown. Now here's Tom's bike right here. As you can see, he's got the wrong fork. It's from a Schwinn Paramount. And we're gonna go and get him the one with the correct rake so this thing could ride properly. Well, let's head out to Dixon, Illinois. Let's do this guy a solid and have a little fun. Come along. Looks like we're here at this All Safe Storage. All right, you'll see me when I get out. All right, here we go. Got ourselves a Raleigh. This is that fork crown that Tom was looking for, and a gentle swoop in the fork. So I'll remove all that and keep the rest. Actually, I'm going to keep a few things, and the rest I'll probably give away. I need the cockpit. I need the Brooks saddle. It's a little hard. I'll have to treat that. Maybe keep the pedals for another project that needs them. But I think the rest of it's going to go away. But yeah, we'll make sure this is brought back to life too. We'll make sure someone rides that frame. So, well, the main thing is the fork. And, you know, Tom, as you can see, it's nice and it seems nice and straight. And you're in great shape. All right, she's on the car. Let's head back to the garage. I tell you what, it's wonderful in Chicagoland if you could get out in early November for a bike ride. Beautiful out here. It's the next day. We're back in the shop. Here's how I put together a thumbnail. That's my next video, I think. And here's the bike in question. Your Raleigh competition from 1978. Now the deal I had with Tom was he's gonna keep the fork and the headset, and the rest of it's mine. But honestly, there's not much of it here I want. I'm gonna keep the Brooks saddle. It's a little firm. If you look at it, it doesn't bend really well. Now, whoever has the best remedy, please put that in the comments section down below to soften that whole thing up. I don't think the proof height on top is gonna do it. It needs to be hydrated. They got the GB stem and bar with the Weinman levers, or I should say, well, they're Weinman with the Carlton hoods. I'm gonna keep that whole cockpit for sure, because I think I have a bike for that already. The VX-GT derailleur is a great derailleur. It needs to be overhauled because this thing does not spring back. I'm sure that can be fixed. The crankset, don't need. Not sure on the pedals. I think I do have a bike for that. Maybe my Atala might be a good candidate for that. Front derailleur, I could use one of these, but this one's munched. It's just broke, so I'm going to take it apart and keep the parts. It does have some decent shape Weinmann center pull brakes, and the hardware isn't rusty. That's a plus. Now, of course, this bolt here is something special. It looks like a Carlton bolt. I think that stupid bolt is $30 on eBay, but I'm not much for parting bikes. I'm not a big fan of that. I don't usually take the time. We'll see. We got the ratchet shifters to go with that. I didn't look at a catalog yet to find out if that Suntour was an upgrade over maybe, Hooray or Simplex derailleur. So yeah, this is pretty cool. Let's get started taking this baby apart. You know what? I was about to just snap off these cable casings and just cut them, but this is the original stuff. I know people are into that, and so I'm going to keep them. And if you have a use for it, let me know. All right, we got a 30 millimeter lock nut here. Turns out we have a 31 millimeter lock nut. My 30 doesn't fit over it. My 32 is too loose. So we're gonna be really careful with this channel lock. And take her off. There we go. No damage. Wonder what these bearings look like, huh? Can't imagine. You're going to get a call, Tom. I don't know if you need that or not. Looks like loose bearings. Uh-oh, they're falling to the floor. Let's make this easy on ourselves, shall we? There we go. Yeah, bearings are falling out already. Check out this washer with the flat spot on it. There's a time in my life I was looking for one of those. Let's get rid of all these bearings. Let's count how many are on the floor. I think, Tom, you should put new bearings on this thing. Well, here's what we got it from the headset. I bet there's about 18 of them on the floor. Let's remove some cups. That one was a lot easier. I don't think I've ever needed a 15 millimeter wrench to take off a saddle until now. That's pretty interesting. Now there's something unique on this bike that I'm not familiar with. It's these hubs. They look pretty basic, almost like a Normandy hub or a Sunshine hub. But they have these, the skewers are GNUTTI. Is it, nudie, nutty, ganudi, who knows? But if you know anything about those hubs, please put it in the comments section below. It does have some Weinmann rims. They're pretty straight and true. However, the spokes are cruddy and rusty. They're totally rusty. So I'm pretty sure that my friend Cyril is going to take this bike and have a little bit of fun with it. Yep, it turns out that Cyril got the bike. You'll see that in a later video. It's a great bike. Reynolds tubes. It's a 21.5-inch frame, or would that be a 55 centimeter? So I'm sure he'll enjoy it. And hey, he gets this thing back on the road, we'll take a video of it. Don't want this to go to waste. Wow, that was a heck of a ride. Anytime I could ride in November, I'm going to take it. It's 68 degrees today. Beautiful ride. Just did a quick 15. now I'm back finishing up this video. Hey, the bike I've been showing you, this Raleigh, it's not a 78. I keep saying it is. Some of you guys have already jammed into the comment section saying, no, that's a 1970. I'm not sure what year it is. The gentleman I bought it for thinks it's a 70. It might be. Please leave your comments below. You're going to see me build this Schwinn Paramount, this 1988 Paramount. That's going to be a lot of fun, and we have a lot of other projects coming up, and a couple new bikes that new to the channel you're going to see very soon. So thanks so much for watching, and I appreciate you taking the time. Hit the subscribe button. It benefits the channel. Just more people watch when you more people that subscribe. Hit the like button, make a funny comment, make fun of my nose, do something, and that'll help the channel as well. Just as an aside, I do not monetize the channel. If I did, I'd probably get $1.380 a month, probably nothing much. But I just do it for the love of the bicycle and just love the forum. So one more thing. If you guys are going to be in Madison, Wisconsin for the Brazen Dropouts Madison Bike Swap, that's coming up, I think it's January 20th. I'm going to be there. I'm going to have a booth. Come by and see me, and I'll have some stuff to sell. It'll be just fun to see people that watch the channel. So, hey, once again, get off my phone. I'll catch you next time.